Hey everyone, I'm Danny and welcome to Wizardry Workshop. In today's video, we're going to be checking out the Wizarding Trunks Year 3, which is my favorite year, so hopefully I'm not lost on some of these items. I do a lot of graphic design for the Wizarding Trunks, so some of the items in here I've already seen and already know because I designed them, but I have not held physical versions of these items yet. If you like what you see here and you want to subscribe to the Wizarding Trunk, I do have a 10% off discount code. I'll leave that in a pinned comment down below, as well as the video description, where you'll also find a link to where you can purchase the Wizarding Trunk. But let's get into it. So year 3, here is the box design. I did design the box. It's just designed to look like a vintage parcel, and there are some little designs on here that you might find familiar. It says Fragile Magical Delivery. So the first item I'm going to open is this black velvet bag. Here we go. Unfortunately, it looks like there's a little piece that may have broken off. This little bag here has some chains on it, and I already know what this is because it is an item that I designed. It is a welcome sign with a hog over a little wizarding village right here. And yeah, unfortunately, one of those little loops broke off of mine. I can probably super glue it or something, but you know, the Wizarding Trunk is also really good about replacing things if they show up broken. And then we continue on to the next item here. It is a mysterious black box. It's about the right size and shape for a key. Oh, okay, no, it is not a key. It is a miniature axe, and it's actually kind of sharp right here. I'm wondering, this is probably like a letter opener. So this is like the executioner's axe. All right, next item in here. This is cool. It's like a little measuring beaker, and it has the amounts right here in ounces. So you can measure your ounces with this. And it has the B&B logo on here, which is the Wizarding Trunks shop, the Briar and Bramble. And the pattern on this is one that I designed. It's got like mushrooms and plants and things like that. I think that's a cool, useful item where you can measure in ounces. Next, we have a black box, and inside this black box, oh cool, okay, I heard about this one. So this is a spinal column candle. So it's not a candle holder, which has been done before, but this is an actual candle. It's a little bit wobbly. You probably want to melt the bottom a little bit and then stick it to whatever you're putting it on. I like this. This is really nice, but I'm never going to burn it, of course. And it is scented. It smells kind of maybe like a perfume or cologne type smell. All right, next we have another little box, and usually when they're long boxes like this, it's a potion. So I'm guessing that's what it is. Yes, so it is the Pureblood Apothecary Wolfsbane potion. It's got a little plant on top and then this cool little wolf charm. I do a lot of the labels for Pureblood Apothecary. This one I did not design. So here's a good look at the label. And as always, the Wizarding Trunk has the coolest magical looking potions. I mean, just check out that purple and blue swirl. That's just really cool. I love swirly potions. We've got a couple of boxes left, but I'm gonna go for a few of these smaller items first. This little velvet bag, they usually have, oh, this is a different one. This one's kind of cool. It's like circular shaped instead of square. But the velvet bags usually have pins in them. So I'm guessing this is probably a pin. Oh, it's not. Oh, okay, cool. This is like a coin. It says "one free ride," and it has a picture of the night bus on it. Any destination. It's the same on both sides. It's good quality. Coins are pretty cool. I have a little pile of coins on my shelf over there, but they're just hard to display, but they're really cool. I love getting them. The next small item comes in this little silver box, and I've gotten one of these before. I believe this is like one of the charms. They've been doing like bracelet or necklace charms. It's like a series of them. Oh, cool, all right. Here we go. It is a little stag Patronus charm. And the next small item is a pin. It is a spider on roller skates. So this is obviously, you know, ridiculous. Okay, the next one is definitely a key because it says unlocking magic on it. So this is the box their keys come in. Nice silver foiling. So here's the key. It has a cracked cauldron right here, like inspired by the leaky cauldron, and it has charms with it. This one says LC room 11. And then it has this little witch right here. I really like this one. That is like the witch brewing a potion. We've kind of seen the silhouette before, but it's actually really cool. I like this charm a lot. All right, let's take a look at these boxes now, and then there are some paper products. So here we have a small box, and inside that box is a candle. It says hand poured, 100% soy, and right here it says The Godfather. And it has the silhouette of a dark dog, a hound. So that would be the Grim or Sirius. That's also kind of a cologne. That smells kind of like a cologne. I don't know. It doesn't say what the scent is, but we'll see. Hopefully it's on the cheat sheet. Okay, last box. I saved the biggest one for last. And I think this one's probably going to be some kind of miniature statue of some kind. Yes, okay. Best for last. It is an ornament you could hang, or you could hang it somewhere on your shelf, just have her floating around. But yeah, I wish that she could just float around the room like a balloon. This is really cool. I like this one. I don't know. We'll go over favorites later, but yeah, I really like this one. It's hilarious. Next up, I thought it was all paper products, but there's something in here that's flat, but not a paper product, technically. The Marauders, Born to be Wild, Volume 1. And it has like a list of songs on here. So I actually knew this was coming, but forgot about it, but I was excited to see it. A mini vinyl right here, and it does have the well, it looks like it's just kind of the cover, but cut off right here. I am pretty sure this vinyl will not play music, but I'm gonna check. No, nothing. So this is really just a display piece. I mean, you can either just display this, which is almost just kind of like a print, or you could have the record next to it. The Wizarding Trunk had told me that there was nothing on the vinyl, but I just wanted to make sure. A lot of you probably don't know this, but my channel started here as a music channel. That's how I got my first 500 subscribers. At that time, I was just doing like acoustic guitar and singing covers here on YouTube. And then I didn't do anything for like 2 years, and then I came back and decided to start doing DIYs, and then that's when I started getting a lot more followers and stuff. So I do write songs, and I have the means to record and everything. And I talked to the Wizarding Trunk a little bit about this, where if they do another record someday, I could just write a song for it. I thought that would be really cool, just to do kind of like a magical inspired song of some kind for an actual record. Let me know what your thoughts on that are in the comments. Moving on, we have a print. We all know who that is, coming to suck your soul. It's on very nice paper though. This is like a watercolor paper. Next we have another print. This is one I designed. The Wizarding Trunk and I have been doing these potion pages, which you can collect. There's a whole series of them, and it's not stopping anytime soon, because you have an entire book binder basically to store all your pages in. So it's going to be a full book. It's going to be several pages. This one is the Wolfsbane potion. If you want to read that, there's this side, and here is this side, and the caution. So the Wizarding Trunk writes all the content for these, and I do the graphic design work. And that is it. The only thing left is the cheat sheet, so we'll just go over it very briefly to get some clarification and give credit to the artists who helped make this box possible. The Godfather candle was designed by Storm Sparrow and created by Incendio Candles, and it looks like the scent is bergamot, amber, and musk. I definitely could smell the musk. The Skating Spider pin was designed by Lyra Illustrates. The watercolor painting was painted by Giza Graphics. The Free Ride token was designed by Dragonair Designs. The In Room Key was designed by Here Be Monsters. And the vinyl record was also designed by Here Be Monsters. The editor's choice this time is Enma Sama. You can find her on Instagram right here. And the next bi-monthly theme is Year 4. Now it's time to pick my top 3 favorites out of the box. So here is everything, and I'm just gonna set aside anything that I had a hand in designing because I don't like to pick my own items as favorites. If I could, I would probably include the welcome sign because I think it's really cool. Coming in at number 3 is going to be the Spinal Column Candle. I think this is really cool. Like I said, I'm not gonna light it, but it's gonna be a cool thing to display on a dark art shelf. Coming in at number 2 is the Leaky Cauldron Key. I think the key is really cool. I like the charms especially, and I like the shape of the cauldron with the crack on it. And coming in at number 1, you have probably already guessed it, is the Inflated Ornament. I think this is really funny, and it would be a good one to even hang on like a Weasley shelf because it's kind of like a joke item, I guess. Let me know what your top favorites were in the comments below. If you made it all the way to the end of the video with me, you're a wizard. Give it a thumbs up down below if you did like this video, and subscribe for more magical unboxings, DIYs, and other cool content like that. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.